CBC producer Rob Heydari is on vacation in New York City, and he went to the scene earlier when he heard what happened, and he joins us now live. And take us back to that moment. It would be shocking anywhere, but I think particularly New York City to hear and feel a blast. Where were you, and what was the immediate reaction that you saw?
Well, right off the bat, when I found out about the explosion, I was actually just getting off the subway. And so people were emerging from the subway, phones were beeping. We were in Lower Manhattan when it happened. And you just heard people whispering, saying, well, have you heard there's an explosion, a building has collapsed, what's going on? But it's such a bustling city, everyone in Lower Manhattan just kept moving around. It was actually people from Toronto who alerted me to the seriousness of the situation. And so I headed up to where it was happening, and I found this street here, 116th, completely cut off. It was filled with first responders, the NYPD, the fire department. There was large amounts of media that were starting to congregate. There were maybe about 15 of us there at first. But basically, it was a street that was completely cut off. People had fled the scene. The only people you saw around here were first responders and the media.
And we can, of course, see some fire trucks in the background there. What's the scene like more generally in the neighborhood this evening?
It stayed about the same. There's not a lot of people around on the street where it's happened itself. What I'm finding really unusual, given the severity of the situation, is that anywhere where things aren't closed, you're seeing people going about their business as normal. There's very much a keep calm and carry on vibe around here. Just down the street, there's people working out in the gym. There's people all around here getting their hair cut, going to the shop and picking up groceries. But right in the block where the building collapsed, just first responders. It's very much the same as it was this morning, but you move one block north, south, east, west, and you see people going about their day as normal. It's as if they're just trying to keep calm and let people do their jobs here so that they can move past this.
And just one last quick question. I don't know how close you've been able to get recently, but is there a sense of urgency there? We heard from Mi Young Lee here in our newsroom that the authorities are treating this as still a rescue mission, so speed must be a key issue for them.
One of the concerns here, speed-wise, is that the weather is actually getting quite a bit worse. It's been pouring rain for most of the night, and it's getting colder. So on top of all of the water that they've poured into the buildings to put out the flames, there's concern that it might freeze, that they'll have difficulty as we hit the overnight period and going into the morning with avoiding slickness, staying safe themselves as firemen and as police officers here. At the same time, there's a lot of people who are still missing, and they need to try and find them as well. So there's a real sense of just get it done. Everyone is working really efficiently here, and the general population seems to just be staying out of their way.
All right, well, we really appreciate you giving us the lay of the land there. CBC producer Rob Heydari in New York City tonight.